Hi, this is Arman Arapetian posting a response for discussion number 3 for our readings for chapter 9 and chapter 10, responding to the BuzzFeed video. And watching the BuzzFeed video, we know something that a lot of us already knew, which is that men have a strong issue with expressing their emotions, especially when it comes to the same sex, even if it's their guy friends. When for women, it's the complete opposite. Women tend to be more expressive and they're very open towards being open and sharing how they're feeling, whether it's happiness or sadness, but men don't exactly have that. And in the video, we do tend to see a lot like the awkwardness when they try to open up and say I love you to their friends. So two concepts that we explored in chapter 9 is happiness and mood. A lot of times when guys do open up and say I love you is whenever they're feeling a lot of moments of happiness, and we do see that in the video. Guys can feel happy. Like in the video, for example, some of the men were talking about like how when they're hanging out with their friends, they could be in a good mood. It's still difficult for them to express that emotion of I love you because it does create an awkward scenario between them, as one of the men has stated. But if they're in the right mood, for example, it becomes much more looser for them to say it, and they kind of forget that social they forget about the social norm that they have between them, what we consider social norm here, like in the United States. And a lot of times, for example, one of the men admitted that he called his friend like after he was drunk to tell him I love you, and that's because he was already in a different mood where he felt that he could express it better and he was much more loose. So sometimes it's a little easier saying and expressing things when you're in a whole different feeling for that moment, especially if you're under the influence and you're acting more freely than you usually would and you have less hesitations and you're much more open. And going to chapter 9, the video also explores the concept of openness. And the video also shows that while men can also be very open with their friends when discussing certain subjects, they also remain closed when it comes to expressing their own emotions to each other. And that's very true as well. That's been like one of the main focal points of the video as well. And we know that in chapter 9, we read about how openness is what really shows how far a friendship goes and how deep it is, depending on how much you express of yourself and how many secrets you share and how much of yourself you let the other person know. So you can still do that while reserving some of your emotions, but at the same time, it's very important that you do be able to express yourself because it shows a sign of trust between different friend groups or different relationship groups. And we do see that it's very absent between a lot of guys, especially in the video that we were watching. Most of them admitted that having that openness to express their emotions, specifically I love you, is very absent within them. But you can also see aspects of the social exchange theory being demonstrated when friendships between these men are shown when they're spending time together, or if they're going out. And like one of the guys was saying that he would hit up his friend for like frozen yogurt and they would go hang out and they would have fun. And the whole point of like the social exchange theory is that you're getting a benefit out of like the friendship, and a lot of that could be like your happiness, a lot of that can be like your mood boost, a lot of it can be that you're feeling more content with your friendship. And it's not like a one-sided friendship where there's things seem like they're lagging and then it's very one-sided and one person's very unhappy while the other friend is only being hit up when it's more convenient for the person who only remembers them under certain circumstances. So we do learn a lot more, or we do hear about that aspect of a friendship as well, where it's mutually beneficial.